Hello everyone, this is Joe Drums coming to you. I hope everybody's doing great out there. I'm doing awesome. I just wanted to make this video today. I had a subscriber ask about electronic drums, and in one of my videos I had kind of revamped the Dawes pad, the one that the Bullseye from Neil Peart. It was having some issues, and so I fixed it myself. And I said next time, I showed these little transducers and these quarter-inch phone jacks, and you can put those together and put it into a drum or something that you could hit, and then you could actually trigger that and make it like into a pad. And I thought, well, I would maybe one of these days is put together a REMO practice pad like this one. Everybody's seen these before. This is the 10-inch. And so I figured what I'm going to do today is I'm going to turn this practice pad into an electronic pad or electronic drum. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put it all together piece by piece. I'll show you exactly what I did. Again, remember, it's not going to be 100% like, something you get from the store, but it's something that you can take like this, a $30 practice pad, and make it into something that costs $60, $80, $100, $120, if you bought it at the store. So this ain't bad. Let's try this out, and we'll show you step by step. If you guys have any questions about it, just text me in the lines below, and we'll answer those questions as they come. But let's go ahead and start off with putting this together. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken the practice pad apart. I've taken the head off, put all the screws in a safe place so I don't lose anything. And I made a little circle with a marker to kind of start where I'm going to put the quarter-inch phone jack. And I'm going to start with kind of a medium bit. And I'm going to keep drilling to kind of make it smooth. You can use other things like a Dremel. I actually have a Dremel, but I was just using the regular drill for right now to start off with. I'll smooth everything out later. So this is how I'm just getting the hole started. And I use different drill bits. You want to start with a kind of a smaller one and then get gradually bigger as you go so you don't oversize it. And then, because I want that snug, I want that barrel to be super snug inside there. And of course when I screw in the nut and the washer, I want everything really up against on the inside of it to make it really tight so it doesn't move around at all. And as you can see, I'm getting it it's almost ready to fit. You can see the barrel there, how big it is, and the nut and the washer. So I'm going to keep continuing to drill and get that going. And let's see if that fits. Still a little tight. I'm going to get a different drill bit. It's going, but it's still tight. I think one more different size drill bit will work. You can see it sitting there on the couch. Right next, that's the next drill bit. I'm going to get that going in a minute. So I'll still drill in a little bit more. Again, you got to be patient with this stuff. You could also, another thing you could do is actually drill, instead of going like I am on the rim, you could go underneath the whole bottom part and make there you go, it fits as you can see. Got it working. But you can put a quarter-inch jack up underneath that way, but you'd still have to do some drilling because that part on the bottom is thicker. And I'm going to actually kind of cut away some of the rim right there. As you can see, it's laying on top of the rim. And I'm going to mark that with a marker and then drill that out and get all that piece out of there so that it'll lay flush. And then I can put the head on and the styrofoam inside, because again, there's styrofoam that goes inside. There's a white plate made of plastic, same size, and then of course the styrofoam. So you can see I'm making a small little spot where I'm going to be drilling, and I'm just going to kind of file it away at first. And I'm going to to make it to the other side as well, so that way when I go through, if I need to turn it around, I can see where I'm actually at. Because I don't want to move the hole anywhere else but right there. So you can see I'm kind of drilling it away, but it's really kind of hard. If you have another type of tool, I don't have a lot of tools to do this, so I'm just using a drill. But I'm just going to take my time and drill it out a little bit at a time until I get a nice, groove there. And then I'm going to put that 1/4-inch barrel right there and then connect the transducers to the drum head. I decided that this time, instead of using, I'm going to use 2 transducers or 2 triggers on the inside. I'm going to make them stereo, so one plays one sound and one plays another, but I'm going to put them right underneath the head so that when I hit them, I'm going to hit both of them at the same time. You can set it up a different way. I just didn't want to go into too much drilling and put a transducer on the rim itself. So I wasn't too sure how that would work out. So I decided to just do 2 sounds, but with 1 hit. So I'll get a rim sound and a snare sound. And of course you can set up any sound that you want with it. Once you've got it, it could be a percussion sound, a cymbal sound, whatever you want. It can be used for that. Alright, so I've got that pretty much in there. Still doing a little bit more drilling. And it's almost done. I'll be doing the electronic parts pretty soon after that. There you can see I've got one of the Dremel fittings on the end there. I'm smoothing it out. And now you see I'm putting the head underneath where the 1/4-inch jack is, so that it'll reach and lay flat on the rim on the inside of that plastic bottom piece. And it looks like it's doing pretty good. Oop, popped out a little bit. There you go. And then I just got to line that up with the hole. Looks pretty good. Okay, now here comes the electronics. I'm going to solder those 2 transducers to it. Basically, it's a 3-point system. You've got the middle and the 2 outer pegs, and I'm putting the red one on one of the outer pegs, and then one connected to the middle peg, and then the black one I'm putting on the other side and hooking that up to that left side. And so I've got 2 blacks on the middle post and 1 of each of the red ones on one side or the other, and that'll connect them so that they're going to play 2 separate sounds. As you can see, I've got I'm using a microphone stand to hold the rim. Hey, you got to use what you got to use, whatever works. I don't have those claws like you could, hold it, or clamps or anything, so I just decided to use that. Now I'm going to put some electrical tape. You've got other ways of doing it, but I'm going to do it the old cheap way and use some electrical tape and wrap around the solder joints so nothing's touching. And put that on there. This was a little tedious because, again, it's a small area. I got to take my glasses off because I can't see. I'm getting old. Can't see with my glasses on close up. I need the glasses for far away, but close up I can see pretty darn good. So again, I'm wrapping each wire that's connected to each one of the fittings, or the solder joints, I should say. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all there was to it. Then next thing is to put the head on, and then I'm going to get some glue, some epoxy glue or cement glue. M is for the main, R is for the rim. You might want to mark each one of those. That's important to know which one's which. And I'm going to glue those on the inside of the drum head. And as you can see, I'm kind of positioning them right now, deciding what I want to do. So I'm going to start with the main one, the main sound. And when you plug in the 1/4-inch jack, make sure you have kind of like a stereo, you know, the 2 rings on the barrel. So when it plugs in, it's going to get the right side and the left side. And that's kind of what we're doing with these 2 triggers. So one will be the right side, one will be the left, and they'll trigger together. So I'm still trying to decide, what should I do? So I decided I'm going to go right near the edge, not towards the center, because again, that's, you know, the center part is, if you hit that in the center all the time where the trigger is, it'll eventually probably fall off, and then you'd have to open it up again. And I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to keep it on the side. That way I'm not hitting on the side as much. And I kind of know where they're at anyway. They're going to be equally on each side of where the barrel is, so I know where they are going to sit. So I'm going to start cementing the second one. I'm going to do it right there. Again, I could have done it on the rim. I just decided that it's going to be a little too tedious. The transducer is a little too wide. It would have been harder. I can't bend it because then it would lose its solder joints on the actual trigger by bending it. And it's pretty hard to bend. You can't bend those with your fingers. It has to be done with a tool. Okay, well, we're finally done with putting the practice pad together. I got it all back together again. As you can see, there's the jack. You can't really see any transducers in here, but those are all glued in. And let's go ahead and try this out right now. So I'll plug this in, and we'll turn on my REMO, not my REMO, my Roland Octapad, and find a nice sound that we can reproduce it with. So here we go. It's got all the soft sounds. We could do, let's try something else. Here's a... That's a nice snare. You can do sound effects, you can do whatever you want with this thing. It's amazing. So let's say if you mounted this somewhere on your drum set, it takes up really not much space at all. It's very thin. And you have a hand clap. You could do whatever else. Sound effects, percussion. Whoop. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, putting it together. If you guys have any questions, like I said before, drop me a line. And again, you guys take care. Keep rocking. This is Joe Drums signing off. Until the next video, you guys have a good one. Keep rocking. Take care.